So now I'm gonna make the boutonnière for that bride bouquet, or to match with the bride bouquet. And the really nice thing is I always make the bride bouquets first and then do the boutonnière second, because you have a bunch of leftover pieces to use. Well, you know, these ones aren't, but just like a bunch of leftover stuff that you ripped off, and then you can just build the boutonnières with that. The boutonnières are the corsages. So this one is, I'm not gonna put a rose in it. If I had like a spray rose, I would do that, but those full-size roses are just massive. So I'm just gonna use a thistle, some eucalyptus, these really cool mini carnations. And I have a little piece of delphinium, but I don't know how well it's gonna hold up in there. So we'll see. It's not gonna be a pickup until later this afternoon, so I'm gonna put it in there and then I'm gonna see what it looks like before she picks it up, and then if it doesn't look good, I'll pull it out. Because, you know, you don't want a wimpy flower in there. And I should do it so can see better. I guess it's still just kind of putting them in where I think they'll look really pretty. I like these boutonnières too that are just like a mix of all the little stuff. It kind of goes in waves as far as like what's popular and what's not. Sometimes like a really big headed flower is really popular. I think right now the smaller stuff is what people are into. Yeah, like see this little piece of delphinium? It just looks cool. So I'm really hoping that it looks good. I think that looks good. Maybe pull that off. Not too big. Maybe one more piece of limonium in there. I like silver dollar, but I don't like silver dollar eucalyptus. The leaves can just be so big sometimes, and they like take up a lot of space, which is good, but they're so big that they kind of take over. So sometimes I like to use a different type of eucalyptus so that way they're not as massive, but I tried to get a mixed box in and they didn't have it available, so I just got a straight box of just silver dollar. So but I think it looks beautiful. And so on this one, I'm gonna leave the butts exposed. And so I'll put the ribbon to cover up where the tape is, and then I'll put the ends in some water. Again, I don't have the ribbon yet, so can't do the final thing. But yeah, there's a little boutonnière.